Hey everyone, it's going to be a fun video this morning. I don't have the money to throw around, but I'm going to go to the bank, take out a loan if needed, and I'm going to donate $5,000 to a charity, a youth group of outdoor youth group of some type anywhere in the state of Minnesota. I'll explain the terms and conditions to you. So as I fight for my farm, I've come to realize that there's just a few key players, and one of them is, in the destruction of my farm, is Craig Engwall. He is the president leader of Minnesota Deer Hunters Association. And so Craig has started his career with the Minnesota DNR in 1995. Craig is an attorney for the DNR at that time. And so Craig has been misrepresenting and spreading false information. He's an attorney. And so he's united a bunch of people against us with false information. So here's my points. If you're in agriculture, if you're in farming, anywhere in rural Minnesota, or if you got family members in agriculture, you need to consider this. Is it okay? Have we ever fought a disease in livestock, let's say TB, where one herd had TB and then we killed every cow in the state? We haven't done that. Have you ever had a disease in grain, where disease showed up in a grain field and we burnt every wheat field across the state? We haven't done that, but Craig is against us. But he's a wolf in sheep's clothing. He sits there all smug at the MDHA office and just says he's just trying to protect the wild deer. He doesn't want to talk about close to 80,000 deer having CWD in Wisconsin. And I can explain that number, people will object, but that's about what it's been. So if you've been involved in agriculture, why would you allow Craig Engwall to destroy agriculture, deer farming? He's painting with a broad brush. If there was a deer farm that had CWD, I agree, it should be contained and possibly put down. I agree. However, he wants to wipe out every deer farm in the state. I have an audio clip for you to listen to. I called him up last couple weeks ago, and he acknowledged that he is in favor of destroying every deer farm in Minnesota. That means I gotta shoot my tame showbucks, you guys. He's pushing for that. Here's the audio clip. Take a listen. Do you want to shut down every deer farm in Minnesota?
We want a phased buyout of farms. We definitely do. Yes, it's out there in the open.
You want to shut down every deer farm in Minnesota?
We've said that we want a phased buyout of the industry. Yes.
Okay.
That's no secret. So there you go.
I hold you front and center accountable for the destruction of my farm. I'm not changing my mind on that.
Okay.
Okay, there you heard it. Craig Engwall is against agriculture. We have 150 deer farms in Minnesota. He wants them all gone. You guys, have you ever had the DNR breathe down heavy on you? Consider this. Craig Engwall was an attorney for the DNR. In 1995, he was trying cases civilly. Who do you think he was trying those cases against, representing the DNR? Do you think it was big corporate America? Who do you think Craig hauled into civil court and sued on behalf of the DNR? Who do you think that was? It was regular people like you and me. They had a land dispute, and Craig went after them time and time again. If you're in agriculture, if you're in farming, and you're a member of MDHA, please withdraw your membership immediately. They have hijacked MDHA and they've turned it into a lobbying arm for the Minnesota DNR. So here's my conditions. I will donate, I'll go to the bank, I don't have the money, I'll go to the bank and I'll donate $5,000 to any one youth group, club, outdoor club in the state of Minnesota. All we have to do is get Craig Engwall to sit down with me for up to 3 hours. I'd like to ask him who he litigated against, who he sued on behalf of the DNR. I'd like to get all this stuff out in the open. I would like to talk to him about the lies and misinformation he's spreading on deer farms, and I would like to video record this. And he's an attorney, you guys. He's got more trial experience probably than I do. Well, maybe not. I've got a lot of trial experience. But this should be an entertaining video. We can put the truth on the subject, and you guys are gonna get $5,000 for a charity of your choice, and you're gonna get to see us discuss the facts in the broad daylight instead of him controlling the narrative. So this is gonna be easy. If you have an outdoor club, call Craig Engwall. Call him up. Tell him, you know what, Craig, you say you're on the righteous side of this. You're on the righteous side of it. That's what you're claiming. So sit down with Steve for up to three hours. It's going to be easy, just the two of us asking each other questions back and forth. It'll be calm, and we'll put some light on some things. I have questions. Who was Craig litigating for? What groups of people was he going after on behalf of the DNR? And I want to talk about the deer farming issue. So there you have it. I'll go to the bank, take out a loan. This offer is only good for the next 20 days. I need to be in a hurry on this because they're going through the legislative session now. And I think Craig's a snake, and I don't think he'll ever sit down with me and be interviewed. But hey, you guys might know him. You guys in MDHA that say, I'm not sure it's that bad, I'll donate the $5,000 after I take out a loan to your MDHA chapter. You can have it and do whatever you want with it. I'll include MDHA chapters. You guys get Craig to sit down with me and talk. But the rest of you, when Craig doesn't appear, and your livelihood and your family and friends depend on agriculture, you need to walk away from MDHA. Walk away. They've been hijacked by the Minnesota DNR. Thank you for your time. Just a little clarification. The $5,000 is going to go to the person that is able to contact Craig and say, do an interview for my charity. So Craig will call me up and he'll say, Steve, I'm willing to do your interview, and I spoke to John Doe, and I want it to go to his charity. Whoever contacts Craig and lines it up, that's where the money's going. Thank you.